Hey Omar, how you doing, man? Let's see, where is my Glocktober? Ah, there it is, the 20%. And Stiffler talks, and done and done. Save. Oh, it's kind of funny. I just was talking with RB Tactical Market. They're over on eBay, and so somebody he sells some of our slides too, and so somebody went over there and tells him that, oh, hey, those slides are from Stifler. I can get those slides for $99 all day. No, no, he can't. Guys trying to play like some mom and dad games right there. Which I get what the guy was trying to do. He was trying to see if RB would lower his prices. And we're in communication with RB and Delta and all these other guys who sell our slides about what prices they're selling stuff at. So he's not going to lower his price. And he's like, well, maybe I'll just go buy from Stifler. And he's like, yeah, please do. Go ahead. Tell him RB Tactical says hi. Which, I mean, I'm okay if the guy buys from RB or Delta or freaking whoever else we have right now, because that means they're still buying from us anyway. Because we had a guy do that a while back in a reverse situation where he's just like, well, I'm just going to go buy it from Delta. And it's like, that's okay. Go ahead. You're still buying it from us, just extra steps. And that's okay with us. You go buy a Stifler slide from 3CR Tactical, that's fine. It's still our slide. You go buy it from Serious Arms or the Hub or MMC Armory or Davidson Defense, that's fine. Hey, Carol Sanchez, what's going on? Oh, there we go. That was funny. That started my night, and so I figured, what the heck? Let's do an evening live. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about some slides. We'll talk about some guns. It'll be a good night. I don't know how your weekend's going. I'm starting it off. Gonna go out and have breakfast at IHOP, I guess, with the family tomorrow. So that's gonna be fun. Oh, that is what I gotta add too. There it is. I need to fix the description so it adds more of the people we're working with. Let's try this again. Let's go with the stencils are from Tactical Penguin. There we go. And the Wolf X Pro optic is from Siley. The Gun Lube. Oh, hold on, there we go. The Ecto-Lube is from Ghost Dad Tactical. And the journalist knife, which I need to go put back in here some more, is from Definition Knives. There we go. We'll have to go change that description so we can get everybody added in it. I have the descriptions auto-loading, but I need to go in and change the template. Well, that's all right. Hey, we just did a good range day. I don't know if some of you caught some of our Instagram videos and our YouTube shorts and a few others. But good range day. Shot our SN19 Turbo using SCT Manufacturing Parts Kit, ELD Performance Barrel, Glock sights, and then of course on this one we have our Siley Wolf X Pro. Dumped a lot of rounds. Good times. Got a little dirty, but we cleaned it up nice and good. Malachi, how you doing? And the White Viper I had, we have already moved back to the shop so it can be cleaned and everything. Otherwise, I'd show that one off. But using a ported barrel on a white slide makes it look like a toasted marshmallow. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Yeah, let's try that. Okay, here we go. Affiliate link, pop that down, pop that down. You know, we might have to change that one too. That's okay, we'll get that changed. Still working on the 26. It is still giving us some issues, but going nice and slow on this next run. And I'm hoping we'll have it soon so we can start range testing it again. Man, thank you guys for those likes. It's greatly appreciated. And if anybody's new in the chat, we make all these ourselves, 17-4 stainless steel. We do all of the Cerakote work ourselves. Small business, veteran-owned and operated out of Arizona. Hey, Geometry Adventures, welcome. We've been doing this for almost 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in January. And we are planning, I'm hoping everything goes right, but we should be at SHOT Show in Las Vegas this coming January too. We've made over 30,000 slides. So we've definitely put quite a few out there. And we have shipped to every state in the country, as well as some of the territories. We've shipped to Puerto Rico, Guam, U.S. Virgin Islands. I don't think we've shipped to Northern Mariana Islands yet. And then we do not ship to American Samoa. But that's because they've banned pistols there. If I remember right, the only thing legal in American Samoa, which is real sad because they are in American territory, is 22 long rifle in rifles, 16, 20, and 12 gauge shotguns. And that's it. And you do not have a right to carry in American Samoa You have to justify it and get a license, and you cannot use self-defense as a reason for your justification, which is just truly saddening. American Samoa is of the opinion that they are a territory and therefore the Constitution does not completely apply to them. So thus, less, or I can't say no constitutional protections, but they believe less constitutional protections because they are a territory. Whereas you have other territories like Puerto Rico and Guam, where it's perfectly okay because they allow constitutional protections. American Samoa does not. So, yep, that's the only place we don't ship to. Though, if I saw a post correctly earlier, we may stop shipping to California come July. And that's because they have banned all future Glock sales in California, and they are making you get background checks for barrels. Well, specifically detachable barrels, so pistol barrels. They want you to get a background check for something like this. California Assembly Bill 1127 and Senate Bill 704. Hey, Pat, how are you doing? Just bad news out of California, sadly. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. There we go. All right. I guess I can go over... Nah, we'll go over that later. I'm working on it, Omar. Working on it. It's given us more trouble than we initially thought. I mean, it's not that we couldn't release it right now, because it does work. It's just we're not happy with it. And once we are, that's when we'll release the 26. And we did the same thing with the 17. When we were making the first 17, we weren't happy with it. A little bit of it is on the fitment, and a little bit of it is on just the machine, the program for the machining. It's a little rough. And each size slide comes with its own unique challenges. We're going to experience some new challenges when we start doing the 43 because of how small it is. And funny enough, the 17 was actually difficult because of how long it was. That created its own issues. The 19 was like a real sweet spot. Oh, yeah. 43 is going to be a completely new ball field. And people are asking about the 34, like if we're going to do one, and like we saw the problems doing a 17 was. It's like, yeah, we might do a 34 someday. But at least this way, now we have an idea of what those problems will be. And now the 26 because of how short. Yeah. Sometimes it's just holding it to the fixture. PVS, what's going on, man? Okay, there we go. Fixing up. I'm gonna fix this template later, so when I start doing lives, it'll be a little better. Got all my disclaimers. There we go. That looks so much better. Oh man, I feel that. I feel that. I'm looking forward to a new range day, hopefully soon. Taking a little bit of time off tomorrow, and you know, it always sucks taking time off, as much as it's awesome taking time off, because every time we take time off, people email us and message us, and they're like, how come you didn't get back to me? How come you didn't respond to me in a timely manner? What's wrong with you? Aren't you professional? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, can't we just spend time with family? It's the weekend. Especially on Sunday. Like, let businesses just be with their families sometimes, you know? Hey, Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, what's going on? I'm playing with my Ruger here in the background. Or is he playing with his stiff slide? With his stiffy, as it were. Yeah, man, it's definitely awesome getting out to the range. I'm debating going to this outdoor range that we've had. We had an issue with them in the past. But they have tables, they have the full setup, they have lanes and everything, and it's going to make doing videos and stuff for our Instagram and YouTube so much easier. It's not that we don't want to go out to the desert, which is free. I love the desert. It's that we got to get up at 5 a.m. to go out to the desert. Because if we don't get up at 5, there's all the good spots are already taken. Oh, no worries, Pat. Oop, not that. That. There we go. Drop my other phone. That's okay, I hate that phone. It's a stupid iPhone. You know what I'm accumulating so much of? I might just start giving them away. We actually sell them on our eBay store. Oh no, we used to. We actually sent all these off to someone else so they could sell them on their eBay store. It's the channel liner tools. I've got so many of these. Maybe I just start giving them away on lives. I don't know what to do with them. Like when I say I don't know what to do with them, I just got baggies and baggies full of them. They're just taking up space. Hit the farm today. It's always a good day on the farm. Right on, man. Love that. Speaking of which... Speaking of the farm... I got you here somewhere, don't I? There it is. Found it. Just some George Orwell. You know, everybody go out and read some 1984 and some Animal Farm. Relive high school. Add some critical thinking to your life. I'm not sure they actually do that in school anymore, but, you know. Free with each strip slide. Well, the strip slides don't come with channel liners, so no. Maybe we should just start sending them along. Get me some evening water. Yeah, maybe we should laser engrave them, or like put a lanyard through them so they can be keychains or something. Yeah, that's who we need to do it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to change all the slide affiliates. Okay, so RB Tactical Market, Delta Team Tactical, MMC Armory, Davidson Defense. Oh, so some of you in the past have asked, and I don't have one with me right now, but some of you in the past have asked, what are we going to do with our SM19 flash slides? And let me pull one up so you guys, so those of you who have never seen one before know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see here. SM19 flash. Where are you at? No, we got one here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Got Gamage has one. Okay. So here we go. So that's Got Gamage, and he has our SM19 flash slide in Space Worn, and he did his own custom build with it, which is pretty awesome. So there is one place left. There's one place left to get flash slides, and that is the Hub here in Arizona. They have 3 gun shops in Tucson, Mesa, and Lakeside. So they actually have Stiffler flash slides left. So if you want one, reach out to the Hub. There we go. Here's another one. That's someone else's custom build. At SHOT Show, we're probably going to hand out patches, though, when we go to SHOT Show. Oh, speaking of patches, one moment. Here we go. Ammo Alchemist sent us a patch. You've got your own YouTube channel or, you know, Instagram, whatever your own social media, you know, stuff that you're doing, or you're doing some gun stuff, and you've got your own patches. If you send one our way, I will put it on the patch wall. Which means I need to edit this video again. I'm going to actually tag him in the new title for this. So that way you guys can check out his channel too. There we go. Ammo Alchemist, tagged up in the title. Oh, hey, somebody just bought a slide. That's freaking sweet. Where are we sending this off to? Florida. Right on. We're going to send a slide off to Florida tomorrow. Oh, yeah. You know, that's actually a common issue we deal with. We actually had a guy leave us a negative review because the U.S. Postal Service took too long to get it to him. Like, we literally shipped the slide out the next day, and the Postal Service took too long. So somehow that's our fault. You know what that is indicative of? It's that people are so used to Amazon. They're so used to Amazon's 2-day shipping. Amazon has ruined people. I mean, and the only reason he got it shipped the next day is he ordered something simple. And if he ordered something like this, it would have taken 1 to 2 weeks, which I still think is pretty fast. But he ordered a black slide, and that was it. So that was, we already had some on the shelf, so we just shipped it out the very next day. And he still complained. And the tracking information showed that it shipped out the very next day. We can't control the Postal Service. Oh, that's funny stuff. Oh, cool. My package from the Arizona Citizens Defense League is coming in. That's going to be awesome. And for those of you that don't know, I, Robert, with Stiffler Manufacturing. I am a life member of Gun Owners of America. I am a former Golden Eagle with the National Rifle Association. I am a member of the Firearms Policy Coalition, a member of the Arizona Citizens Defense League, and I did a lot of 2A advocacy before I got involved with Stiffler and Stiffler Manufacturing, you know, making gun parts. We were big on a few years ago, you know, pre-COVID and during and post-COVID, with 2A advocacy about Second Amendment sanctuaries. Writing politicians, law enforcement leaders, the president, you know, anybody we could think to write to. That lying, I can't think of a nice word. That lying, I'm not even sure it's a woman, Sheila Jackson in Texas, because all she does is lie about guns. We sent her postcards so everyone could read along the way what we were writing. Oh yeah, I took over some postal service duties when I was still in the Army, when we were overseas, and dealing with USPS was not easy. It was a pain. And stuff would always come in trashed and broken. Fluffy knows what I'm talking about. As heavy as 10 moving boxes. I hate that woman. I hate her so much. Like, I get that there's politicians out there that are just ignorant about guns, and that's fine. She's not ignorant. She's purposefully misleading and lying to people. Hate that woman so much. Watch her trash me someday. That'd just be good marketing, honestly. Politicians all mad. He was mean to me. He was telling me I'm a liar about guns. It's like you've been caught publicly lying. It's well known. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Just a horrible human being. But I think what we will do is probably show off some of the builds. At least one of the builds. Yeah, we'll set that up there. Let's see, we'll move these around. You guys can get a really good zoomed in look of that Glock parts list. There we go. And back down again. Okay. We got you all the way up. We got you all there. There we go. Now I can't touch anything. Oh yeah, she's an absolute anti-gunner. We have a real piece of shit running for governor in Virginia. Spamberger, Democrat. Hodge twins did a piece on her today. Oh, I hadn't seen that. I mean, I haven't seen some work from them in a while. I should look them up. They were funny. They're absolutely funny. Yeah, freaking horrible human being. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with her. Other than that, she just hates guns so much, hates the Second Amendment, hates you being able to defend yourselves, your family, life, property. She just feels the need to lie. And so what we've got here, starting with the gold on the left, is an SM19 Viper in H-Series gold Cerakote. And going from left to right, the SM19 Zoom in graphite black that's been space-worn. Following that, the SM19 Hellet in shimmer aluminum. An SM19 Zoom in white lightning stencil, courtesy of Tactical Penguin. Then we have our Orange Tiger Zoom, stencils again, courtesy of Tactical Penguin. Then our SM17 in bright purple there, also a Zoom, but fits the Gen 3 Glock 17. Behind that, we've got our Ruger New Vaquero in 45 Long Colt. And then our Stiffler clone build with an SM19 Turbo Slide in camo, which has H-Series Mil-Spec OD green, Desert Sand, Glock FDE on a tan Palmetto State Armory Dagger compact frame. The optic is Siley Optics Wolfx Pro. Upper parts kit is an SCT Manufacturing, and the barrel is an ELD Performance. What kind of builds you guys rocking? I actually carry this from time to time. Actually, pretty often. I'll probably carry it tomorrow. When I'm not carrying that, it's my Gen 5 Glock 19 or this Ruger SR9 I got in the background here. I've also got an old Charter Arms 357 that I like. That one's fun. It's an old gun store that I used to really love going to. And they unfortunately closed business after insurance companies kept raising rates on them. And that was a common thing that was happening. It still probably is happening. But years ago, insurance companies and property managers and property owners were raising the rent and insurance prices of 2A related businesses. Small ones, anyway, mom and pop style shops. And that's what this was a mom and pop shop. It was run by a retired Marine who spent time in some law enforcement. His dad was there with him, retired Army, also some time in local law enforcement. And they just like, what do we want to do in retirement? Open a gun shop, mom and pop gun shop. So I used to go there all the damn time. And really cool guys. And if they were still open today, I'm sure they'd help us with our gun business, you know? Good people. But a lot of insurance companies and property managers and owners were really just raising the rates on a lot of 2A related businesses. And so more than a few of them closed shop because of it. And I got that old 357 from them. Heck, I also got my Lee Enfield and my Mosin and my Springfield from them. It was a great shop. Anytime a town loses a gun shop, it's bad news. It's just sad. Well, that's not entirely true. I knew a gun shop that was horrible to everybody that walked through the door. If you walked in and you had a pistol holstered, they'd tell you to take it to your car, that you couldn't have it in their shop. And they would follow people around the store and harass you to buy stuff, and very uninviting. Nobody really wanted to be there very long, and their prices were severely overpriced compared to all their competition. So they didn't last a year. And their biggest complaint, which I don't even know if you could find it anymore because they had like, you know, Yelp and then Google reviews, and their biggest complaint was like shop owner follows us around and he's a giant dick. He's an asshole. He insults people and so on and so on. It's like, yeah, the guy has no customer service skills. Like, don't get me wrong. I do think we have, as a nation, screwed up when we let corporate America just take every single complaint so that now we have Karens. But that said, there still is an element to customer service. Yeah, you can't run a business that way. Exactly, Fluffy. Like, there's a balance between not taking bullshit from loser-ass Karen-type customers and just flat out disrespecting everybody who walks through the door. Like, you have to have your respectful line, and you do have to have your own pride, your own self-respect, so you don't let people walk all over you. But you also do need to have a measure of take care of the customer. Because we've done that before. We told people, like, yeah, your money's not worth it. Sorry, you're too much of an asshole to deal with. And we just don't want your money. Now, we said it way politer than that. But sometimes the person you're dealing with, the money they're offering just isn't worth dealing with them. And so you have to, you know, draw a line. But most of the time, the vast majority of customers are good people. Some of them are ignorant, because a lot of new people are getting into firearms and have been since pre-COVID. And that group is growing, and so they're looking for businesses, they're looking for communities that can help them, teach them, guide them, because they didn't have people in their family or in their life to teach them how to do things and to introduce them to 2A is the way. And unfortunately, a lot of them went to Reddit. And so they got the wonderful crowd that's on Reddit or Facebook communities, and some of them suck. Some of them are freaking awful. And for those of you, obviously, that know DLD After Dark, like Fluffy there, you know, everybody's a Fed. Absolutely, Fluffy. We need every person we can get. I think that we all have a custodianship, a duty to the Second Amendment to teach the next generation coming up. Because not everybody has a family or has people in their life that teach them about this. Nobody taught them about guns growing up, how to do marksmanship, how to clean, how to, you know, whatever, how to sight, you know, your optic in. And now they're out there learning, and their only avenue is the internet. You done got caught, Fluffy. So we got to do our due diligence and do good custodianship to the Second Amendment and teach what we can. You don't have to hold their hand, but you do got to teach. Drinking some water, staying hydrated. Because you can't move and groove if you're dehydrated. Exactly, yeah. I used to take people to the range who had never fired a gun before. And I know some people would be impatient with that. But no, it's a step by step, by the numbers. Teach them. And all of a sudden, you find a person who their only experience with firearms before that was what the news told them, what the media told them, what social media and Hollywood told them. And a lot of that is gun bad. But you get them out into the range, and they start going through the motions, and things just kind of start to click for them, that they're like, hey, this wasn't what, you know, Sheila Jackson told me. This wasn't what the anti-gunners told me. And I'm starting to have fun. And I'm starting to learn it and understand it. And all of a sudden they're interested, and they're now part of your community. So for all those FUD assholes out there that keep turning people away, admonish them and teach somebody. Oh yeah, exactly. We've had people that are like, well, you know, I've heard they can do this, and you know, of course, you see this big old cowboy gun here. We had a girl. First impression was, well, that's the gun everybody should have. You know, no Glocks, no Smith and Wesson, no semi-autos, no fully semi-automatics. But I was like, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure you want to try a 45 long Colt single action revolver? I'm like, I will guide you through it, but I'm like, I guarantee this is not the first pistol you should shoot. And she was adamant. She was absolutely adamant. That's, you know, that's all we needed was this old cowboy gun. Not only could she not hit anything, she struggled with the recoil, which I helped guide her through. Once she actually did shoot a Glock, she's like, oh, this is so much better. And oh, it's not like this automatic death machine that the media likes to make it out as. And then she still had fun with the revolver later, but her preferred pistol was a Glock 19. Same thing with, we had a bolt action rifle, we had a 30-06, and we had an AR. Well, the wooden stock bolt action rifle, she's like, yeah, that's what we should have. Until she fired the first shot. And then she fell in love with the AR. Exactly, Fluffy, exactly. And it's easy to control, and that's what it was for her, was just ergonomics, right? She struggled to shoulder that old 30-06. Her body frame wasn't up for it. Now, with some training, she could manage, but this was her first time. But she fell into the AR no problem. And loved the adjustable stock, so she could adjust it to what felt right for her. And then she starts, things start clicking, right? Later on, she's like, well, why can't those AR pistols have a stock? Why, like, this made this much easier for me to utilize. And she starts questioning things, and it rolled into this whole, it's like, hey, gears are turning, you're starting to get it. And then I showed her, and of course that was a fun one too, was showing her the difference in size of ammunition, like the 45 long Colt for that revolver compared to a 9mm, 5.56 compared to a 30-06, and that was just like you could see her eyes just widen. She's like, "What?" But the deer rifle, that's why does it have such a big bullet? Is it a sniper? And of course, buzzwords she would hear with media. Well, I enjoyed walking her through it because you could just watch her figure it out. And then she started asking questions, and that's what it's got to be. Stop kicking people out of communities and start helping people learn. There's so many new people getting into building, modifying, or just even basic marksmanship and gun ownership. And there's all these FUD douchebags out there kicking people out of communities. And that ends up being their first impression of gun owners, is those guys. Yeah, gatekeepers. That ends up being their first impression, is these people. And some people have given us some crap because we're like, well, hey, why would you sell to everybody? Well, one, because we're a business. I don't care where you're from, as long as you're within the confines of the United States because of ITAR regulations. But we're not going to get into that conversation just yet. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what your religion is. I just care that you're American and you're, using the Second Amendment. You want to go build your own gun? Good for you. You want to modify your own gun? Good for you. You want to go buy a gun? Good for you. Hey, Pat, welcome back. I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican. I don't care what religion you are. You're American and you want to, own a gun and practice the Second Amendment. Good for you. And anti-gunners have made it a political thing, but it's not a political thing. It's an American thing. All Americans should be allowed to have guns. That comes with some responsibilities. It comes with obligations, but they're important responsibilities and important obligations. Shit. Mine is Apache attack helicopter. Oh yeah. Hey, we just sold something to New Jersey. It's always fun selling a slide off to, an anti-gun state. Let's see, is there only one interested? Ah, screw him then. I've tried before. Screw that guy. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Oh, heck yeah. Which slide did you get? What color? Oh, I heard something about it. I didn't see the video though. Guns and Gear, right? Yeah, I heard about it. I hadn't seen it yet. But it doesn't surprise me. It's just like the ATF lied about, oh, and the FBI, about Nix holding onto your records. Of course they did. They're not supposed to, but they did. And we all knew they were going to do it. And anyone who said they weren't, they were deceiving themselves. The only thing is, they've already got my fingerprints, they've got my blood, they've got my urine, they've got my shot records, they got everything, courtesy of Uncle Sugar, so I ain't hiding from nothing. They've also got my knees and my back, so I ain't running very far. Oh, guns and gadgets? I want to touch stuff on screen. I know I can't, because YouTube will have a conniption. Which is just so aggravating. Let's see, we dropped all those. Which, if you're looking for some good blend slides, like if the 15 to 20% off sale isn't working for you guys, hit us up on eBay or hit up RB Market on eBay. And they've got blend slides ranging from 100 to 120. Heck, I've got RB Tactical Market in the description. Let me just pop that out there. Boom. There you go. Dude sells a lot of weird stuff, plus our slides. But if you just want to see all of our stuff, there you go. There's the link bio. You know, I don't know, Fluffy. I got this cool-ass old letter opener. Maybe I could just be like, doot, doot. It's a little horse. I forget where I got this damn thing from, but I've had it for years now. I don't know, I just like using a letter opener rather than ripping my letters. Maybe I should go write some letters again. Write some letters to some politicians. Hey. Hey. Fuck California. Maybe I should do that to Newsom. Write him a letter. Hey. We saw those bills you signed. Fuck you. He'd probably say something about how he's being attacked. Yeah, letter openers are so much better. And all of you in the chat, if you're still capable, if it's still possible, when's the last time you wrote your grandma a letter? If she's still around, write her a letter, bruh. Don't be a dick. Yep, I am approaching the age where I am losing people, so that's gonna happen someday. How you doing, Avery? Welcome to the chat, where 2A is the way, and everyone gets stiff with Stiffler, whether they like it or not. Yep, I've got a few left. But reached that age in life where losing people. But that's life. It's just a series of getting kicked in the dick. Not bad, Avery. Not bad. Chilling here with some fine people. It's a small crowd, but it's a cool crowd. Talking about guns. Talking about 2A is the way. Custodian shit to the Second Amendment. Yup. Absolutely, Fluffy. Absolutely. Also got Ammo Alchemist tagged in the title. He gave us one of his patches. We gave him one of ours. We'll show that off here. Here we go. Ah, here he is. Ammo Alchemist. So that was certainly nice of him. I need to get some more patches up in there. It's an empty wall. There we go. Hey, Tactical Llama's ending his live. I've been bouncing back and forth, chatting you fine people up. Being a crazy vet, talking to myself too. Fluffy's not here. He's an apparition. Figment of my imagination. Oh yeah, we're gonna get some more at SHOT Show for sure. I think I got a few more Army ones I gotta put up there too. I got that stupid little NRA medal up there that they gave me back when I was a Golden Eagle. Actually, I think they gave me 2 of those. I don't know where the other one is. It's in a box or something. Hey, Green Hood, what's going on, man? Subbed to you earlier. I didn't know you were below 50, man. I should have subbed earlier. Yeah, they used to be. I probably should have gotten the life membership, you know, a while back, but never did. Probably for the best, I guess. They just don't do a good enough job putting in the fight. I mean, honestly, at a point, I felt like I was doing more than the NRA was, and I was just writing letters to frickin' every politician that I could think of. Doubt it did much. I'm sure a lot of those got ignored. Though some of them actually wrote back, so that was kind of neat. Which navy balloons? The NRA blue slide? Tracking package. Where did this go to? From Kansas? Ugh. That means it's going to be here in like a week. Let's see here. Let's pull up the NRA blue slides. You have blue slides on the website? Oh, yeah, it's NRA blue. At least that's what Cerakote calls it. We gave one of those blue ones out to NDG Training a while back so they could do a giveaway. We used to have more blue ones, just people really weren't interested in them. We had Robin's Egg Blue, Blue Raspberry, Periwinkle. What else did we have? There was another blue, I'm forgetting it. Not with me. No, these are the only ones I have with me. That and, I got this Rem Sport that's ate the hell up. The others are back at the shop. Sometimes, funny enough, I had a few on here and then we sold it and I had to immediately run it back to the shop. Hey, stay 2A every day, Avery. Yeah, the Robin's Egg Blue, which is kind of like a Tiffany blue, I suppose. It's not that we couldn't do it again. If somebody really wanted a certain color, we could order it, but they just tack on a fee to kind of like stock a Cerakote we don't normally stock. Like, we used to have the blue raspberry, and we made a bunch of them. It took forever to get rid of those slides. Just people weren't ordering them. And Cerakote actually goes bad if it doesn't get used. Which I did not know initially. I did not know Cerakote went bad. It does. There's some Cerakote that goes bad within 6 months, some within 12 months. So if you don't spray it, it's just goes bad. Man, I have got to make a patch that says "Get Stiff with Stiffler." Also something that says "Tread on this" and it shows like a Stiffler slide. That'd be cool. I might do a giveaway. I don't know, not tonight. But I still owe everybody one slide. You're not all getting one slide. I owe one slide to one lucky person. And that got put on the back burner so we could focus on some stuff. But what I need to do is some kind of small giveaway. Mostly just to do some practice. And what I'm thinking I'll do is give away this so one of you guys can give it to somebody else and it'll be funny. So, I say this before I show it. The title is a joke and is heavily misleading. And there's a reason for that. The joke is that you give it to a communist. Because it's just like 20 pages of talking shit about communism. And I've got a stack of them, and I might just give some away on some lives for fun. Either that or these channel liner tools that I've got like freaking 100 of. Maybe some patches. Oh, and for those of you that have been asking, we have merchandise now. We got shirts and stuff. People have been asking us for a while, like, hey, Stiffler, where do I get a shirt? Where do I get a patch? Where do I get a hat? And it's like, all right, fine, we'll make some. Boom, shirts. Heck, I'm wearing one right now. Shirts. How to tame your fascist. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, the guy who wrote it actually works with us. And we thought it was funny. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I just had to cross writing a book off my bucket list, so boom, he wrote a short, like the world's shortest book. And it just trashes communism. And the first stack had production errors in it. So like the publisher, when they ran it through their thing to print it, it auto spell checked some stuff. Like one of them was like Kim Jong-il, and they changed Jong to John because spell check. So the first stack of books that he got, they have spelling errors in certain words. And he signed them all, too. So he's like, yeah, man, give them out to somebody. He's like, I don't care. The rest are on frickin' eBay and Facebook and... Not Facebook. What was I thinking of? eBay, Amazon, and Kindle. So yeah, if you want to go out and write a book, they made it super easy to, I guess, become an author through Amazon and Kindle. Or you can just write whatever. Little John, Yeah, there were a few others in there like that where there's a couple words or whatever where the autocorrect kind of messed it up. And they had to go through and tell them, hey, no, don't correct those. They're spelled correctly. I should get a bunch of this recorded, like the sound, so I can do overnight lives. Hey, Stay Dangerous, what's going on? Don't listen to the guy who could read. He wasn't elected to read, he was elected to lead. Oh, right on, Stay Dangerous. Thank you for stopping by. It's greatly appreciated. I'm just doing a late night live, and we had a funny incident earlier, so I was like, screw it, I'm getting on live. And tomorrow, I'm going to go have pancakes with the family. Oh, yeah. Gonna be fun on a bun. Or pancake. Whichever. Playing around with this Ghost Dad Tactical Lube. It smells like green apples. There we go. And now my gun smells like gun with green apples. Oh, what happened? So we have an affiliate called RB Tactical Market or RB Market on eBay, and he sells a bunch of his own stuff, but he also sells some of our slides. And so this guy reached out to him, and he's like, "Hey, that's a Stiffler slide. I can get that from Stiffler for $99." No, he can't. There's not a single slide we sell for $99. What the guy was trying to do was get RB to sell his stuff cheaper. And I just thought that was funny because RB's just like explained that to him. He's like, "No, we're in the price range," and the guy's like, "Okay, I'll contact them," and he's just like, "Cool, tell them we say hello." And it's like, yeah, because RB buys slides from us. And we've had that in the reverse in the past before too, where like someone's like, "Well, I'm just gonna go buy the same slide from some other company," and it's like, that's okay, we don't care, because you're still buying it from us, just taking extra steps. If you buy it from one of our affiliates, doesn't matter, we still get paid, because the affiliate's then gonna go buy more slides. We saw this a lot on Reddit, especially when we were white labeling initially. Where people love to be in the know and they love to think that they have some kind of brand loyalty to certain stuff. Like any of you who are familiar with Anderson and how they made a lot of stuff for a lot of different companies and it was just white labeled. We did kind of the same thing for a little while. We were making slides and other companies had it white labeled. And people would be like, "Oh yeah, well you clearly got this from this company," when we're the manufacturer. It's just something that happens in the industry. And I get it. Some customers really love brand loyalty. Like, you got guys who fight over which is better, DeWalt or Milwaukee. In this case, it's more of people are fighting over our slide, but which company they bought it from, which is just funny. But our stuff isn't white labeled anymore. Well, I can't say that 100%. There are a few companies that are still white labeling the product. They probably just don't know because they're buying it from another vendor. Or there's probably some that are changing it anyway, even if they know. But that'll end once we decide to start stenciling our logo on it. And we're going to do it on the RMR plate, so that way, you know, people who don't like having that information on their slide don't have to look at it if they don't want to. Not the plate, the cut. Sorry, the RMR optic cut. That's where we're going to put it. I don't know. I might buy a high point, mostly just for shits and giggles. But FV Ordnance kind of has it in our head to maybe make a slide, like reach out to High Point and see if they'd be okay with us making a slide that fits their frame. Which means we need to own a High Point. Because High Point's thing is their slides are made of Zamac 3 or something like that. Anyway, it's a zinc alloy. And so they can't do things like porting and certain aggressive cuts because it will compromise the structural integrity of the slide because of the alloy that it's made out of. Whereas our slides are made from 17-4 stainless steel, so we can do all kinds of cool stuff to it. So the slide will retain its weight for the High Point platform, and then you'd still be able to have things like porting and aggressive cuts and whatever. It's an interesting idea if High Point would be okay with it. But that also begs the question, is there a huge High Point mod market? Like, for example, there is apparently a large or at least growing CZ mod market. Hence why we get questions about CZ so often. Exactly, that's why they look like a brick. What doesn't explain this is why people were having so many issues with Rock Slide. Rock Slide probably should have just been bricks. I don't know what it's made out of to this day. You can't find what it's made out of anywhere online. But their cuts were too aggressive. And you can see this with 416R stainless steel as well. If the cuts are too aggressive, if the windows are too much, 416 cracks. Oh yeah, CZ's in trouble lately. It's funny, people keep asking us to make certain things, and like SIG. Stiffler, when are you going to make a SIG slide? When are you going to do the SIG M17? When are you going to do the SIG 320? And then what happens to SIG? Hey, Stiffler, when are you going to make a CZ slide? And look what happened to freaking CZ. Kentucky Ballistics, drop the link in the chat. I might not be following them. I follow so many people, sometimes I forget. I will check them out. But if you got a gun channel, I will follow it. Hell, sometimes I might do a joint live with some said gun channels. I did one with Red Dawn Readiness a while back, along with RTT Guns and Gear. And I think we had another person in there too. Was it Poppy the Gun Guy? I want to say it was Poppy. I should do some more collab lives. Beer Gut Boomer, what's going on, man? Oh, right on. Just chilling this night. It's been a nice low live. Not a lot of people, but that's okay. Some of them get booming when you get a few hundred people in here. He's the guy who fired bad ammunition at the range, which made the 50 cal explode. Oh! Shit. Yeah, I saw that video. Fucking A. That is some wild shit. It's a weird feeling driving yourself to the hospital. I've done it. And it's just weird because you're hyper focused. But I've watched where people don't get out of the way of the fucking ambulance, and I don't know, response times just feel, especially in the moment, response times feel just so awful. Sometimes getting there yourself, yep. But sometimes you can't, you know, you need that response time. But that's some badass shit. Man, why do I have 70 notifications? What the heck? Not that I'm complaining. Your notifications are always welcome. It's just, why do I have 70? I wonder if they can remove that now. Now that he's healed up and it's less of a threat. Oh, I gotta watch that video from John Crump News, too. Man was charged after going to a range with a forced reset trigger. So I gotta see what that one's about. Oh, no doubt. You know, the funny thing is about how inept some hospitals are is we've got a family member who took a metal rod into their body, and then they went to the hospital themselves, and the hospital basically didn't do shit. I was prepared to do more with my first aid kit, which had like some trauma level stuff in it, than the hospital did. They bandaged, they didn't even clean the wound, they just bandaged him up, and he took freaking wrought iron into his body. So, yeah, some hospitals are shit. Goober, what's going on? Does polydat trigger fit the PSA lower? I might need more info than that, my man. Hey, Focus, what's going on? Like, does our slide fit on a PSA lower? Yes, that's one of our slides. Or, what are you talking about the trigger? Yep, same here. Just doing a late night chill live. If people pop in and chat, that's cool. If not, I'm just chilling back here. Answering questions, having conversation. 2A is the way. And if you're American and you aren't 2A and you're not suspicious of your government, hey man, I got some bad news for you. You're not really American. I don't care if you're left. I don't care if you're right. You should be suspicious of your government at all times. It's the American way. And you should stay strapped or get clapped. And as a man who was in the military and used to work for the government in both capacities, in a civilian and military capacity, don't trust them. Marty M, what's going on, my man? All I'm thinking about right now is Marty McFly. Hollow tips and extended clips. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I knew what you meant. That's okay. I knew what you meant. The rhyming is what's the key there. I should do like a Stiffler ASMR video of just me doing this. I wonder how many views it would do if we did it for like an hour. And then we'll just talk real soft like this. As Stiffler Manufacturing gets stiff with his Stiffler block. That'd be amusing. Man, I'm super disappointed in California right now, though. I mean, I've always been disappointed in California, so I guess that's nothing new. But this is definitely a new level of disappointment. Assembly Bill 1127 and Senate Bill 704. You think California can't California anymore. They then California themselves just a little bit. And it's just a new low every time. By all means, please ask questions. Otherwise, I'm just some crazy vet talking to himself. I mean, at least I'll still be a crazy vet, but I'll be talking to you. And I promise to give an answer. It might not be the correct answer, but you will get an answer. Oh, and for those of you just joining us, or who haven't seen, we are doing our Glocktober sale, 15 to 20% off all stripped slides. All month long. To the end of October. Get me some more water. Oh, that is a Palmetto State Armory compact dagger. Looks pretty good with our camo slide. The slide itself is an SM19 Turbo. The camo stenciling was from Tactical Penguin, but we use Cerakote H Series in Mil-Spec OD Green, Desert Sand, and Glock FDE. The optic is a Siley Optics Wolfx Pro, and the upper parts kit is from SCT Manufacturing. Oh, except the barrel. The barrel is from ELD Performance. Oh yeah, drinking water. That's the good stuff. Will the Overwatch trigger fit in that frame? We don't really do trigger jobs, and I've never tried the Overwatch trigger, so I'm not 100% sure. I mean, if it's designed for Gen 3 Glock 19s, it should. But I've never attempted it, so I couldn't honestly say. There we are. What are we at? 1 hour, 35 minutes. My goodness. I certainly have been bored this evening. I should do a video of me just cleaning some of these too, maybe. Though I wonder if YouTube will have a Oh yeah, that's right. I can't clean frames. I could clean slides. I can't clean frames. What kind of fuckery is that? If you get an answer, please let us know. Because we've learned quite a few things from our customers doing stuff that we did not know beforehand. Which is just pretty awesome. The stuff we learned just talking to 2A groups. Well, ladies and gentlemen, mein Stiftmeisters, this is probably where I'm going to end it. I'm going to go hit the sack because tomorrow I'm getting freaking pancakes with the family, which means I need to be up nice and early and all bushy-eyed, bushy-tailed and bright-eyed. Yeah, that's how that goes. But pancakes. Freaking pancakes, man. It's going to be a great day tomorrow. So, as always, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for indulging my insanity and staying 2A with us every day, because that's what it's all about. Stay strapped, get clapped, and stay 2A every day. Thank you so much.